Good evening. This is Melissa Mansfield-Baker of The Bunny Life. And before I get started, I just want to give you a quick background on who I am and why I do what I do. Back when I was 31 years old, I was a single mom, and I was plus size, and I was working multiple jobs, and I had a nervous breakdown based on perception and societal standards and how I felt about myself. 10 years later, I now have come up with a 10-week program to work with women on how they can bump up their self-esteem and start making the money that they deserve, having the relationships that they deserve, and becoming the example that they should be for the children and the peers in their life. One of the things that I've been wanting to do is interact directly with other women who are in situations like mine that just need a little bit of help to see how beautiful that they are. So every Monday night, I'm going to be doing a different topic based around confidence. And confidence is definitely something that needs to be fed regularly. You just don't wake up feeling great every single day. You have flaws. You tend to focus on them. But you can arm yourself with everything that you need to feel the best way possible. So this show that we're going to do every Monday at 7 o'clock is going to be a combination of some tips and tricks that I've done through the years that help me really feel great. And also I'll be bringing guests on that can help us with things that are challenging, such as dating in your midlife. That's so difficult, especially when it's in the online arena and you're not meeting people in a traditional fashion. So, for the upcoming schedule, next week I have world-renowned Reverend Charlene Hicks coming on to do a full January astrological reading to give us a heads up of what's coming, because it's a lot easier to feel confident when you feel prepared. She's also going to be fielding some questions. So, if you want to send in questions to theswedishbunny@gmail.com, Charlene is going to be picking 3 different questions to answer live next Monday night at 7 o'clock. So again, send your question, any question you want, to theswedishbunny@gmail.com. January 4th, I have a great guest. I'm going to be dealing with pastoral counselor Greg Griffin. One of the things I have found in dating at this age, you really have to be comfortable disqualifying. Once you realize what you don't want, you need to feel comfortable walking away. That's a big deal with confidence, feeling that your self-esteem is high enough that you can say, this isn't healthy for me, and just keeping it moving. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to try and make something out of nothing just to be with someone. So he's going to come on and give us some things to look for that spark red flags for an unhealthy relationship. And then on January 11th, a single male friend of mine here in Atlanta is coming on to talk about the new positive body image for plus-size women and what his thoughts on it are, and to give us some insight into the male psyche when it comes to how different body shapes are sexy and beautiful, and how it's really not a competition. It really is just what you like. Some people like black cars, some people like red cars. Some people like thick women, some people like thin women. So I think it'll be great to ask him some questions and see how he thinks about it from a man's point of view. Again, so January 4th, pastoral counselor Greg Griffin is also going to choose 3 questions. So send any question for relationship advice to theswedishbunny@gmail.com. And if you want to ask my friend Rohan anything specific, as far as what you think as a woman you want to know from a male's point of view, again, theswedishbunny@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in for this extremely short show. I'll be putting a calendar of the shows up on my website, www.thebunnylife.com, and I certainly hope we have lots of interaction.